Hey all, it's Mr. Borosky, and what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be covering Unit 2, Lesson 5, Part 2, which is a mini project and HTML web page. And on the web page, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be updating and formatting a resume. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your assignments, and you're going to be looking for Unit 2, Lesson 5, Part 2. And then you're going to follow the steps step by step. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to watch this video. And before we dive into updating and editing and formatting a resume, y'all probably need to know the importance of a resume and the importance of a resume structure. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to watch this video right here. It's about 6 minutes long. It's okay. It's nothing bad. It's nothing great, but at least it's going to give you some kind of a background of the importance of a resume. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Clever, and in your Clever, you're going to open your, so you're going to go to your Clever, and then you're going to open your code.org, and once you open your code.org, you are then going to scroll down to the, well, y'all, it's going to have a different screen, but you're going to scroll down to your Unit 2 Lesson 5, and you all have already done the review. So here's the Lesson 5 HTML web page. You've already done the review, and so that's already taken care of. So you're going to click on number 2. Once you're on number 2, you're going to be greeted with a screen like this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on the inspector on. That way we can go ahead and have our updates to our web page over here. And so now we're in our code.org, so let's see where our next step is. And next thing is going to be go to Unit 2 Lesson 5. We did that. Next thing y'all are going to do is you're going to download this file, resume example. So you're going to go ahead and click on this file. You're going to download it, or you can just, if you're able to copy it, I'm just going to copy it right from here. So you can download it, or you can just copy all of this resume. So you want to take this whole resume all the way to the top. You want to hit Control C. You want to copy it. And then you want to go over to your code.org, and right underneath body and right above the close tag for the body, you want to hit Control V. Once you hit Control V, you now have all of that resume downloaded into your workstation for your assignment. So the first thing you're going to do once you get that updated is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through and we're going to tag, or we're going to make tags for each one of our sections in the resume. So for this, for the first part right here, you're going to want a H1 tag. So you're going to go ahead and hit your open bracket, H1, close bracket, and then you want to go ahead and close it off here, bracket, backslash H1, close bracket. All right, so that gives Anna our H1 tag. And then the next thing right here is going to be is that she is working in the she's let's see here, Ambitious College Senior. Good. All right, so the next thing we have right here is we've got a lot of information about Alana, and it's telling us that she's a major during her time, during her college years. Should this go into more information here? And then we're getting down to our contact information. So this information from line 13 up, we want to go ahead and make this a paragraph. So we're going to go ahead and open up a bracket P, close a bracket, and then we're going to go down to line 13, and we're going to do the same thing, close a bracket, and that's going to give us our paragraph, and we're going to refresh it. So that gives us our paragraph here. And let's see, it's over a little bit. Looking pretty good for the paragraph. The next thing that we're getting right here is going to be contact information. Now, for the contact information, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this a header, but we're not going to make this a header 2, because we're going to save the header 2s for, actually, you know what, we are going to make the contact information a header 2. We're going to make the education and the experience header 2s as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and contact information. We're going to make this a header 2. Open up a bracket, H2, close a bracket. And then we'll go over here, open up a bracket, H2, close a bracket. But we want to put a backslash in here. So put a backslash in there. And then now we've got our contact information. And we're going to go down, and actually, no, we're not going to go down. We're going to go ahead and keep working through this. So we've got that right there. Where's our H2? So we got our H2 right here. And now for the email, I'm going to make the email, I'm going to make this a paragraph. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my P, close it, and I'm going to make each one of these a paragraph because I want each each piece of contact information as a separate line or a separate paragraph. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing for this, P, and then LinkedIn information. We got that here. Open up a bracket, backslash P, close a bracket. All right, so that gives us our LinkedIn information. I'm sorry, that gives us our contact information. So what we have is we got our header right here, then we've got our paragraph, and then down below we've got our header 2, which is the contact information, and then we've got our paragraphs for the information for the actual contact information. And the next one is going to be our education. We're going to make education header 2 rather. So shift bracket H2, and then we're going to go ahead and shift H2, shift backslash H2, close bracket. So that's going to give us our header as education. And then what we have right here is they want us to go ahead and create an unordered list next. So to create an unordered list, what we're going to do is we're going to open up a bracket and we're going to go ahead and put UL, close bracket. And then we're going to go underneath graduation year, and we're going to go ahead and open bracket, backslash UL, close bracket. And so now what we've done was we just created our unordered list, and from there, we now need to go ahead and make our list items. Open bracket, LI, close bracket, and then we'll go over here, open bracket, backslash LI, close bracket. And once we do that, we are then going to do that for each one of these. Open bracket, LI, close bracket, and then open bracket, backslash LI, close bracket. And one more time, open bracket, LI, close bracket. And then we'll go right here, open bracket, backslash LI, close bracket. All right, so that takes care of our ordered list for, let's go ahead and refresh it. So we got our contact information. And so now what we're seeing here is we've got a little bit of a problem because we've got some bullet points here that don't look good. So we need to get rid of those bullet points. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we can do that. So we're going to go in front of the LI, and we're just going to go ahead and backslash it and tab it just to keep it neat. And we're going to backspace, and we got rid of that bullet point. And we're going to backspace, and now we've got rid of that bullet point. So let's go ahead and refresh it and see how it looks. All right, so it looks pretty good. And the thing that we're missing now is going to be, we're missing our H2. And if we take a look at right here, our H2, I missed a bracket. So let's go ahead and fix that, put a bracket there. And now let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. So we've got our contact information, we've got our education, that looks good. But I'm taking a look at this contact information, and I'm not very impressed with it. It doesn't, it's a, yeah, we'll keep it the way it is. All right, so we got the education. We're down to education still. So we got our education. We've got that into our education. We've got that set as a H2. And then we've got our list, our unordered list right here. The next thing we want to go ahead and do is we want to format our experience. So our experience is similar to education, so we want to make this as H2. So you see how we've got H2, a header 2 as education. Well, we want our experience as an H2 as well. So open bracket, H2, close bracket, and then we'll open bracket, open bracket, backslash, H2, close bracket, and that'll take care of that. And then the next thing we're seeing right here is we've got an ordered list going on here within a paragraph. No, I'm sorry. So right now we've got an order list. You see how we've got the one, and then we've got one social media intern, and then down here we've got 2 retail sales associate, and then we've got 3, we've got customer service representative. And so since we've got, so what they're doing here is they're showing that they've got an ordered list. They've got the 1, they've got the 2, and they've got the 3. So we want to go ahead and create an ordered list right underneath the H2. tag of experience. We'll hit enter. We'll go ahead and open up a bracket, OL, close bracket. And then right underneath 3, just before certifications and awards, we want to close out our ordered list. So we'll open bracket, backslash OL, close bracket. So that closes off our ordered list. And the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and make our list items for the ordered list. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that number 1, and we're going to go ahead and call this open bracket LI, close bracket. And then we're going to go down to the next job, which was 2, retail sales. So we're going to get rid of that number 2, open bracket, and this is going to be list item, close bracket. And then we're looking for 3, which is a customer service. We'll go in front of customer service, backspace it, open bracket, and we're doing list item, close bracket. That takes care of our list items. The next thing we're going to do is we need to close our list items for each one. And we're going to do that by going to the end of the sentence. So we've got social media interns at Trends Letter Agency. So right after the length of time, right after June 21 to August 21, we want to close this list item. And it's going to be open bracket, backslash LI, close bracket. And then we're going to go ahead and copy this LI. And we're going to go to, at the end of each LI, we're going to go ahead and paste it. And so the third LI is right here, and we're going to go ahead and paste it right here. So that should take care of our list items. Let's see. We'll refresh and save, and let's see how that works out. So we've got our education. Now we've got our experience, and the experience is going to, so experience for the ordered list looks good. We've got our social media intern, then we've got our retail sales, and then we've got our customer service. So that looks good for that ordered list. So now let's go ahead and go inside our ordered list. And inside of our ordered list, we're going to start with the social media intern at Trendset Agency. Now this right here, we want to go ahead and we're going to create this, we're going to make this a H3 header for the social media intern at Transcender Agency. And we're going to do that by going in front, going in behind the LI. We're going to open up a bracket. We're going to call it H3, close bracket. And then we're going to go to the end, the social media intern at Transcend Agency. Open up a bracket, backslash H3, close bracket. And once we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at what happens. So you see how we've got this as a H3 now? And then it goes, the time on the job, June 21 to August 21 is below that. So I like that header right there. Next thing what we're going to do is we've got some information going on here. So we've got so underneath the job description right here, the name of the job that they now have an unordered list. You see how they got the bullet point here, managed and grew, created engaging content. So they've got 2 unordered list items. So within this, and after this list item here, so we're going to go just behind the August 2021, and at the end of that list item, we're going to hit an enter, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make an unordered list. So we'll call it UL, close bracket, and we're going to make these 2, the manage and grow the crew and created engaging content, we're going to make those list items. But once we open our unordered list, I want to immediately close it so I don't forget. So I'm going to go underneath optimizing posting schedules, and I'm going to go ahead and close my unordered list with a open bracket, backslash UL, close bracket. And then I'm going to go to in the front of each bullet point, which is right here, the first bullet point, we're going to do a backspace, and then we're going to go ahead and open up a bracket, list item, close it, and then I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of this LI, and I'm going to go into front of created, backspace twice, control V. And then I don't like how the formatting went a little bit up, so I'm going to backspace it. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and tab. So unordered list, I want my unordered list, my list item, a little bit past the unordered list. I'm going to do the same thing here, tab it twice, just makes it look neat. All right, so now we've got our list item opened up, the tag opened up. We are then going to go to the end of the sentence and make that a list item. And then for created engaging content, calendars, and such, just before we end the unordered list, we're going to go to the sentence above it, and we're going to close that out with a. See here, where are we at? So we're going to close that out with an unordered list end tag. And let's see here. So what do we have here? So I'm going to go ahead and backspace there. So how does this look? So we've got our contact information, we have our education, experience, we've got our social media intern at Transcend Agency, we've got the job description right here. I'm sorry, we've got a length of time there, and then we've got the bullet point here. And it looks like I've got 3 bullet points in here somewhere. And I'm not sure where this is coming from. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we've got a list item. We've got that, but here I'm not closing out that list item. So I'm going to make that a close tag. So we got that, and let's see what happened there. Good. So that looks a lot better. So what we've done here is we got the H3 header for the social media intern at Transcend Agency. We've got the length of time at the job, and then underneath that we've got 2 bullet points in an unordered list. All right, so it looks pretty good. Next thing we need to do is we need to zip down a little bit further, and we want to go ahead and do the same thing for our retail sales associates at Fashion Forward Boutique. So let's scroll down a little bit, and now we are at the list item for the retail sales associate. So we want to make this, as we did up above, we want to make this a header 3. So we're going to go in front of the list item, and we're going to open up a bracket, H3 it, close a bracket, and then we're going to go ahead and we are going to go in front of this list item right here, open bracket, backslash H3, close bracket, and that's going to give us our H3 header right here. You know what? Kind of like that the length of time is included in the H3. So I'm going to go up here, and instead of closing my H3 out here, I'm going to close it out right here. Backslash H3. And let's see how that looks. Whoops. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, I kind of like that. So we're going to go ahead and keep the length of time as an H3 header as well. Then we're going to go to our retail sales. And let's scroll back down to our retail sales. So we've got a retail sales right here, associate at Fashion Forward Mall. We've got that as an H3. And we're right back here to an unordered list. So we're going to get rid of this bullet point, hit enter, go above, open up a bracket, unordered list, close a bracket, and then we're going to go and right here at achieved, this is our list item, open up a bracket, list item, close a bracket, and then we're going to find the end of the sentence, achieved employee of the month twice, and we're going to go right to the end of that sentence, open up a bracket, backslash list item, close a bracket, and then we've got assisted in visual merchandising. So this is another list item. So we're going to go ahead and hit backspace twice, open a bracket, list item, close bracket, go to the end of the sentence right here, and we're going to go ahead and open up a bracket, backslash list item, close a bracket. So what we've done is we've just now closed out our second bullet point for this. And finally, once we do that, we need to close out our unordered list, open up a bracket, backslash unordered list, close a backslash, hit enter. So let's take a look at what we have now. So we've got our contact information looking good. We've got our education in an unordered list. We've got our experience, and in our experience, we've got our H3 header here. In an ordered list, we got retail sales here. We've got this information into an unordered list, and now we're down to customer service. So let's find our customer service, and for customer service, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and make this an H3 header, open up a bracket, H3, close a bracket, and then we're going to go to the end of June of the time, length of time there, open up a bracket, backslash H3, close a bracket, and that gives us our third bulleted point list. And now we just need to do our unordered list underneath customer service representative. And for customer service representative, let's see here. So we got customer service representative. We've got, this is a list item. And now we need to go ahead and make an unordered list. We'll hit enter. We'll open up a bracket, unordered list, close a bracket. And then we'll go to the end. We got resolved over 500 customers' issues, developed a frequent asked question. So we're going to go to the end here, open up a bracket, backslash UL, close a bracket. So we're opening up another unordered list because we got to do bullet points. So I open up the unordered list here. I close the unordered list here. Next thing we need to do is we need to make our list items. So for resolved over 500 customer issues, backspace twice, open up a bracket, LI, close a bracket. And we're going to do the same thing right here, backspace twice, open up a bracket, LI, close a bracket. And then we need to close our list items. So we're going to go to, let's see here. So we've got it right here, list item here. So we're going to close this out, open up a bracket, backslash LI, close it. And then we're also going to close our list item here as well. Open up a bracket, backslash LI, close a bracket. And there we go. Let's clean this up a little bit. Bring that out there. All right, so now let's go ahead and save and refresh, or refresh and save. Let's take a look how this is looking. So we got our experience looking good. H3 header. These are in an unordered list. Retail sales, unordered list. And we got a customer service job in an unordered list. All right, so this it's looking pretty tight so far. And the only other thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the end of this unordered list. I'm going to hit enter, enter twice. And then I'm going to go ahead and in the next video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move forward and we're going to tackle the certifications and we're going to go ahead and tackle our comments. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here for right now.